Okay, so you made the mortise joint, that's this joint here last time. Now you're going to make the tenon. So the tenon is what allows the two pieces of wood to go together, and this is what's used in cabinetry and things like that. So we'll talk about that part next. And so you're going to start off with a 5-inch piece of wood, and this piece of wood measures about 2.5 inches. Okay, so to do that, we're going to begin with our mortise, and you're going to line this up right here, and you'll use a pencil to make that mark right on the edge, just kind of on the inside of that mortise there. You might get your lab partner there to help you hold this and draw the line. You do need a sharp pencil when you make these lines on here. So the next lines that we're going to cut, or actually measure, are the longer lines here. And remember, this is 3/4 of an inch, so we're going to divide this into 3 equal pieces. And so I've got the combination square just set just a very small bit beyond half. And then from the half, what you'll do is you're going to draw the line on there. And then we'll draw it over here. And so now we have the center part drawn. And the next thing we want to do is carry these lines on out to the edge. So I'm kind of holding it up here, and it is kind of difficult to do without somebody else helping out there. But I'm going to draw that line right here. And then I'm going to draw the other line right here, okay? So then the next line, I'm going to draw right here. All right, so now we have the lines on the edge. And then the next thing I need to do is mark this area right here. And so to do that, I'm going to go back and double check the depth on this. So remember, I can set that right here. I'll back it off just a little bit there. And then the next thing we'll do is we're going to draw this line on here. I'm just going to kind of mark it on all sides, and then we can go back and make it straight. So to make it straight, I'm just going to use the speed square, and I'm kind of marked it there. Again, sharp pencil is helpful with this activity. We got it straight right there pretty much. All right, so what we're going to do next, I got one more straight line right here to go. That's showing the ends of the tenon. And if you would rather use the combination square, you can use it to make those lines. The main thing is you got 90 degrees to work with. So basically everything that I'm shading in here is going to be removed. So everything there. All right, so for us to get started, we're going to use the back saw, and this saw has a metal ridge on the top here. It supports to keeps it from bending and everything. But we can start by cutting this edge right here. And remember the kerf we've talked about, that means the blade needs to be just right up against the line. It shouldn't be on the line, it should be right up against it. So I'll put it in the vise here. Then to start it, I'm just going to kind of use my thumb as a guide. We're just going to make a few movements back here to get it started. And then we want to cut right up on the line. Now I'm going to start on this edge, and I'm just going to go back again to get a good start again. Now I'm looking at that line on the edge, because this line is kind of what I'm wanting to come down to. Also see that I'm trying to stop roughly on that line right there on both ends. Okay, so I have that part pretty much down on both sides where they need to be. The next thing I could do is put it in the vise again. And I'll cut this edge right here. And this will be a little challenging because we're real close to the table, but same thing here. Stuff falls off the table sometimes. All right, so we bring this on down to here. And remember, we're just kind of coming right on down to this line here, so it's not too far. All right, and then I'm going to cut this edge. So again, you start with some, after you line it up, just draw the blade back a few times. Okay, and then to do the edge right here, I'm gonna wind it out. And same thing, I'm just drawing the blade back. And I want to make sure that I'm not going to cut the tenon, that I'm just taking this little chip out. There we go. All right, so that's an example of what you need to do for the other sides as well. And then when you begin to get it where it needs to be, you can double check it and see that it fits in the mortise. So hope that gets you what you need to do. If you need to chisel a little more on the mortise to make it fit, that's fine, or maybe even chuck this up and do some fine chiseling along the edge, or to take off a little bit more material there. So that should get you for the mortise and tenon joint.